Hey class, welcome to week 6 of COMM 317. During this week, we're going to take a look at chapters 5 and 6. In addition, you are going to have your second quiz to complete for the term. Keep in mind, I'd like to go over the syllabus to kind of discuss what's going to be completed in the next couple of weeks. All right, so this week, you can see here we're discussing chapters 5 and 6, and you have your quiz number 2 due, and that's not due actually until October 16th, which is in 2 weeks from the start of week 6. So you have the entire mid-semester break to complete it as well, as long as you complete it before the start of week 8, which is going to be on Wednesday, October 17th. So please keep that in mind. All right. So next week is our mid-semester break. We will not have class. Oh, and one more thing I do want to talk about. When we come back from the mid-semester break during week 8 here, this is homework week number 1. You're going to have some of the exercises to complete from your textbook. So please make sure to log in early in the week so you know what you have to complete so you can make sure to give yourself enough time to complete everything. All right, let's go ahead and go down here. Oh, and we have quiz number 2, which is located here. By clicking on this link, that will take you to quiz 2. Keep in mind, it is one short answer question worth 25 points. There is no time limit to complete it. And again, it's due by Wednesday, October 16th at 11:55 p.m. So please make sure to get it completed by then. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at chapter 5. All right. All right. So we're going to take a quick look at an anatomy of a media plan. We're going to look at an executive summary, what exactly the SWOT analysis is, a creative brief, media objectives, and of course the appendix. So chapter 5, it starts on page 33 of your textbook. And it goes over your executive summary first, which talks about it being 1 to 2 pages in length. Usually it's 1 page to be preferred. And you need to make sure to use business writing. Write in concise and complete sentences. So you want to get enough information as you can, but you want to make sure you are concise. An executive summary is like an abstract of a paper or a book. The executive summary is going to tell you what everything is about in your media plan. So once you create a media plan, you will have a 1-page executive summary in the beginning, and that is going to talk about the plan. It's going to be the highlight of the plan, what's going to happen, kind of give everything done in a nutshell. So that way, someone who might be a little bit busier, they might not read the entire, let's say, 50-page media plan that you've created for a client, so they'll go ahead and take a look at the 1-page executive summary. And of course, your SWOT analysis, which you should have a good idea of what it is about now. It's no required length, but it's usually about 4 to 6 pages. You have a SWOT analysis actual chart, and then you talk about each items of the SWOT analysis, which is strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And you draw the reader's attention with compelling subheads. Ask important questions about the brand's marketing situation, especially with the threats and the weaknesses. You want to get to know a lot about the organization or company you're writing it for, so that way you know what you need to work on. It's not really a place for objectives, strategies, or recommendations. It just talks about the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of the current organization. Then your creative brief in a media plan. It's a 1-page document defining creative strategy. It's creativity is just as important as the media plan itself. You know, how are you going to be creative in the items you're going to be talking about? It helps connect the plan with actual advertising for the brand, product, or service. So it talks more about the creative aspects of the brand. And then the format, it's going to look something like this. You're going to have your communication objective, state exactly what you expect the advertising to accomplish, you know, what kind of awareness or brand loyalty that you want to have with it, your creative strategy, brand position, how you want your brand to be perceived by the customer. the promise, which is going to be the major benefit for the user, the tone, which is the tone of your voice in advertising, whether it's friendly, something a little bit more comedy, maybe serious, etc. And of course, your tagline, the slogan for the product, brand, or service. And this is what's going to really help the clients understand, okay, what's the creative aspect of this? And you'll see the creative brief is discussed on page 34 of your textbook. Then you have your media objectives and strategies. It really talks a little bit more about it, a little bit more in detail in chapter 6. But here we're going to kind of really go over it, not too much detail, but in the next PowerPoint we'll go over it a little bit more. But this drives the entire media plan. This looks at the target audience. What kind of media mix is it? Males, females, what age group, younger, older, and so on. What kind of reach, frequency, and gross rating points it's going to have. Schedule and timing, your media budget, whether the geography of the product is going to make sense, and even your sales promotion. And your appendix in the media plan, this is a place for exhibits. It's all the way at the back of the plan, and includes any kind of data to support your plan. So maybe your plan talks about how you're going to focus on Facebook social media marketing, and you want to put in an article that talks about how these types of organizations use Facebook social media marketing. So it will kind of really help support your plan. So these are usually things that are too lengthy to include in the plan, and don't hide important things in the appendix. You usually want those in the plan. So I want you guys to watch this video, Why Sneakers Are a Great Investment. It's a TED Talk. If you open the PowerPoint up full and then click on it, it will take you to the link. Because of copyright issues, I can't record it and then post it. But this is the actual link for it. You can always Google it as well too. Oops, that's not the way I wanted to do it. I apologize. You can always just copy this, paste it in a Google search, and then you'll see the videos come up. All right, so go ahead and watch that video and then come back to our class discussion once you are complete. And we'll start chapter 6. So chapter 6 is going to talk a little bit more about the art of writing media objectives and strategies. Remember, this is an important part of your plan because when you're writing objectives, you're kind of letting the reader know where you plan on going. It's almost as if you want to go grab some food or a bite to eat. You're not just going to get in your car and start driving around and figuring it out. You're going to think about what you want to eat first, where you want to go. Then you're going to get in your car and drive around. So your media objectives are kind of picking the place of where you want to go eat. What are the objectives you're trying to accomplish? And you need to make sure to have measurable media objectives. Measurability requires marketers to be accountable for both marketing and advertising goals. If the marketing objectives are clear, media objectives emerge naturally. Its success or failure rests on the marketer's research. So your objectives need to make sure that they can be measurable. Identify the goal, define exactly what you want to do, and figure out your target audience and connect with them. Find out everything you need to know about them. How are you going to achieve this goal? There's no recipe for writing objectives or strategies. Each must be custom designed. So come up with the ones where you feel would be necessary for the company or organization that you're working for. Here's an example of a marketing objective. Apple and Nike will team up in a cross promotion to boost demand by 10% for 2 existing products. Capitalizing on the synergy inherent in the personality of both brands, Nike Plus Sport Watch, GPS, and Apple iPhone will be integrated into a single product. So this kind of gives you an idea of what exactly it is you're trying to do, and it is measurable because you can see it's by 10% increase. And here are some 6 recommended tips for your objectives and strategies. Remember, target audience and media mix. This is something that you need to make sure that you're thinking about. The reach, frequency, and GURPS, scheduling and timing, media budget, geography, and sales promotion. And there's a great example on pages 39 through 41 of your textbook in chapter 6. And this kind of goes over Coca-Cola and something that they did talking about their strategies and how they were successful. So take a look at those pages and read through that Coca-Cola example. And here's another TED Talk on how to make a splash in social media. Again, you could maximize it and then click on the photo, and it will take you to the link. Or you can just simply copy and paste, and it will take you right directly to the link. Alright guys, so that's it for our lecture for this week. Again, keep in mind we do not have class next week. It is your mid-semester break, and please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, guys. Thank you so much and good luck to you all this week. We'll talk in a couple weeks. Take care.